my dearest friends, and welcome to a new vlog. Today is Monday. I am so tired. If you watched last week's vlog, at the tail end, I mentioned that I was going to be doing a 30 hard challenge, and I have been doing it. I started it yesterday, actually. I didn't vlog it because I just didn't get a chance to. We had a bunch of stuff to do in addition to me trying to fit all of these things in for the 30 hard challenge. And I have to say that it's hard. It's hard, even though it is not like the 75 hard challenge. It is nowhere near the 75 hard challenge. Let's talk a little bit about what this challenge is. I'm going to start out by talking about 75 hard, which is a challenge that was trending on TikTok last year and has been trending since. There's a lot of content out there about 75 hard on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, everywhere. Essentially, the 75 hard challenge is a challenge that is intended to be more of a mental challenge, not so much a physical challenge. It is intended to help you to become more disciplined, make goals, follow through on them, and develop a routine. You have to work out two 45-minute workouts a day. One has to be outside, so a walk, or if you do anything outside, it has to be an outdoor activity, and you have to do that every day. You pick a diet. They don't specify which diet because the point of the challenge is not to lose weight. It is a mental challenge, so you pick your diet. Also, no alcohol for 75 days. And then also you have to drink a gallon of water, or 3 liters, I think is what it equates to. If you do not complete any of the tasks on any given day, then you have to start over. The goal of the challenge, like I said, is it's a mental challenge. It is intended to help you develop discipline. It is intended to help you get into a routine. It is intended to push you and make you very uncomfortable. By the way, the 2 workouts cannot be back to back. You have to have a few hours in between your workouts. You can't combine it and make it a whole 90-minute workout. When you talk to the creator of the 75 Hard Challenge, what he said was that it was something that is intended to make you push through the things that you have committed to doing despite the circumstances that you are faced with. So if your second walk, if it happens to be raining, or if you just didn't get around to it until it's after dark or whatever, you have to do it. You have to push through whatever circumstances come up and not give in to those circumstances as excuses, which is pretty valid. I can see why it is very much about mental toughness. There's a 75 soft, which is more lenient. I came across another one that was a 30-day hard. I could maybe have done the 75 soft. I chose a 30 hard because I have got my sister's wedding celebration that is coming up at the end of March. And I didn't want the 75 days to overlap over that. I'm going to be on vacation, and I don't know, that I want to do that to myself while I'm on vacation. So I found 30-day hard, or 30 hard, and I've modified it slightly because the 30 hard was actually pretty soft. I will find the website that I used as a reference for 30 hard, and I will have that link down below. But the 30 hard is you have 2 20-minute workouts, 20 to 30 minutes. And then you drink from 2 to 4 liters of water. You pick a diet, any diet that you want. You can have alcohol if you want in social settings, not at home. You can read a book, or no, actually do any kind of self-care activities. That could be meditating. That could be putting on your skincare, or maybe doing, a mask or something like that, or reading. You take a progress photo once a week. What I've done is I have layered a little bit of the strictness of the 75 hard onto the 30 hard. I am working out twice a day, 2 20-minute workouts. One is an actual workout. The other is some sort of outdoor activity. It's probably going to be walking. I have settled on drinking 3 liters of water. I think I might pull that back to 2.5 liters, only because 3 feels kind of excessive for my body. My body, I don't know how it's responding to that. I'll know in a few more days. I have between a range of 2 to 4 liters that I can drink. So I'm reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book. So that's where I'm layering the 75 hard requirement. It has to be nonfiction. And I am following a diet. I am doing a fasting diet, a clean fast. It's going to be 5 days of 17-hour fasting, 1 day of 24-hour fasting, and 1 day of no fasting. So it's a 5-1-1 fasting schedule. And no alcohol. during these 30 days. Oh, and no fast food on this diet. Restaurant food, yes, when I'm going out with my family, but fast food, no. I am also taking my progress pictures daily. The reason that I decided to do the 30 hard challenge is, first of all, I've got that event coming, so I want to, be as prepared for that as possible. But more importantly, I just feel the need to get back into a routine, a really solid routine. I don't have one. It's very higgledy-piggledy, and I don't have a set routine of things to do. When I was in my 40s and working out actively with a personal trainer 2 times a week, plus also doing cardio 5 times a week, 6 times a week, sometimes, depending on the trainer that I was working with, I was very strict with my routine. I would wake up at 5:45. I would be at the gym by 6:10. I would do my workout. I would get home. I would stretch. I would make my breakfast, have a minute to enjoy my coffee, get dressed, and go to work. Then in the afternoons, on the days when I had personal training, we would go after work to personal training. So I was constantly doing cardio and muscle work, and I was very much in a solid routine. Well, once I got married, I decided that I was going to retire from personal training. I didn't want to do personal training anymore. The discipline that it takes to go to a trainer twice a week and spend an hour of torture is how I saw it. I was done. And I had been personal training for about 10 years. And so I was done. I told my sister, because she and I always went together, I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm done with personal training. And I have not personal trained since then, except for last year when I did Copilot. The thing about it is, though, is that I was only doing 20 minutes with Copilot. It was fairly easy, all things considered. And I was not doing cardio on the days that I was doing strength training. And then I started to kind of waver a little bit, and I would train, solid one week. I would not train solid the next week, that kind of thing. So I'm all like, okay, here we are today, last week actually. And I just finally got to a point where I was like, I need to do something. I've got to do something to get my arms around my health. And the only way that I can do that is if I have some kind of a regimented routine. And so I started doing research on 75 hard because I'd heard people talking about 75 hard. I'm on LTK and things like that, webinars and such that we attend on the regular with LTK. And somebody was presenting about 75 hard. And I was like, that's crazy. But I started doing research and I'm like, yeah, that is crazy. At this age, I do not think that 75 hard is a good thing. Because as post-menopausal women, we have different needs, right? Our body is different. It's not producing hormones anymore. And a 75 hard challenge, I think, is just too much. I could be wrong. I mean, there are women out there at my age that are doing all kinds of amazing things, and that's great. But for me personally, I just felt at 75 hard, I would be setting myself up for failure because there's no way that I'm going to do 90 minutes of workout in a day, meaning, 45 minutes on something and then, another 45 minutes doing something outside. But I did want to have that type of program that will help me to get myself into a good, solid routine because I can't keep going at the rate that I'm going if I expect to live a healthy, vital life, into my 80s or 90s, or maybe even beyond. And I want to be sure that I am kind to my body, but at the same time pushing myself to do something. I did a walk yesterday for 20 minutes. And then I came home. I waited a couple of hours. I hopped on that bike and my legs were so tired. And it was such a hard workout, and I was really beat. And then trying to get in the gallon of water, and that means 3 of my Stanley cups. At most, I get 1 before yesterday. Yesterday, I actually managed to do all 3 of my Stanley cups. I drank 3 of these. I did my 20 minutes, 1 on the bike, 1 taking a walk outside. I started my fast last night. I didn't fast yesterday. The fasting actually started yesterday evening with my last meal. But I went all the way until 11:45 8:45 or noon today. And it is actually, what time is it right now? It is 12:53. So I just got done with my lunch about maybe 20 minutes ago, right before I popped the camera on. I am tired. I am feeling it. And I can see why it is called hard, because it's one thing to kind of have the abstract vision in your mind of, oh, I'm going to work out and then I'm going to go do this and then I'm going to read. You know, it's very abstract, but to have something that is like, you got to do it, you got to do it, you got to do it. That's proving to be kind of hard. I'm like, oh God, I still have to get my 20-minute walk in. And oh man, I still have to finish drinking water. And oh, I still have to do my reading. And, so hard is in there for a reason. No matter what increment you decide to do, whether you do 75 hard, 75 soft, 30 hard, 30 soft, whatever, it's hard. It is hard. It does take mindfulness of what you're doing. At least that's been my experience, and I'm just 2 days in. I'm going to continue though, because I am determined that for 30 days, I am going to do this. It may extend actually by a few days, because this doesn't end exactly 30 days to the day that we're traveling. I may just continue it until I travel. Regardless, I'm very excited for the challenge. I have to be honest, my back is tweaking a little bit. I keep getting little back spasms, which I'm like, what? But it's, again, just because I'm not very mobile. And that's good that I am understanding that right now, early on in this challenge. It is good for me. Exercise is never bad for you. Moving isn't bad for you. If you're mobile, walking isn't going to hurt you. It's one of the best and yet gentlest exercises that you can do. And I do the Peloton bike, which that's low impact. And so again, it's not a bad thing. I will likely start mixing in some muscle work in there, core work, actually. I don't know that I'm going to do any arms or legs. I really, really want to focus on my core, because I did get a notification from my Apple Watch. I have it set up to tell me that I am a fall risk. I am a fall risk just based on my balance, the balance that it detects from me, my gait and things like that. So I could fall down in the next year. I have a risk of doing that. So I want to work on my core and my balance. So my goal is, once I get acclimated to doing this, so after like the first week and get acclimated to doing actual 40 minutes worth of activity, then I might incorporate in some core work, so that way I can get my core muscles strengthened and stand up straight, naturally stand up straight without having to like physically think about it. Because when you work on your core and you work a little bit on your back, like when you're doing Pilates and things like that, it naturally helps you to sit up and stand up straight. That's where I am. I am excited for the challenge. I truly am. I am looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what I look like afterward. By the way, I weighed in this morning. I forgot to weigh in yesterday, so I weighed in this morning. I'm at 229, which that's about the weight that I've been for a while since the pandemic. Before the pandemic, I was at 215. I gained 15 pounds and I have not been able to take it off. So this will hopefully help me to take the pandemic pounds off. And then once we get back from California, I'm not sure. I may do the 30-day hard, but I might call it 90 hard and go for 90 days, because it takes about 66 days to develop a habit, which is why 75 hard is what it is. It's 2.5 months long, so that way that routine and those habits are firmly ingrained. Whatever one of these challenges you choose to do, it is a journey of self-discovery, because you start to question your life's choices, when you're trying to push through all of these things that you're supposed to do, that you've committed to doing. And that's the thing, is that I don't have integrity for myself. And if I can't have integrity for myself, how am I expected to have integrity to others? This is a challenge that is going to test that, it is going to push me. And I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to do everything I can in my power to keep going and to keep doing it and to follow through and get this done for 30 days. Because if I can do it for 30, then I can do it for 60, and I can do it for 90, and then I can do it for the rest of my life. You're welcome to join me. I will have all of the requirements for the 30-day hard or the 30 hard challenge that I'm doing, the way I've made it for myself, I thought that it would be cool and good for me to layer in some of the strictness of 75 hard, but just make it shorter and smaller intervals, things that are a little bit more manageable for someone like me. But anyway, I thought I would check in with you on that. I am not fully dressed for the day. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm not wearing anything from my capsule. The pants that I'm wearing are the pants that I'm going to wear when we take our walk outside in a little while. I haven't done my hair. I washed it this morning. I just haven't fixed it because I've got to get out into the elements and do my walk. And I don't want to have to redo it because I've got to get some stuff done before I go for my second walk. And it's just 20 minutes. It's really not that bad. We just have a really pretty steep hill to get out of where I live, to get out and start walking regardless of what direction I go. So, yeah, but oh, my back keeps spasming, and it'll be fine though. I'm just gonna have Angie rub some of that BioFreeze into my back tonight before I go to bed, and I should be right as rain after that. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know what's going on. The trip to California is locked in. Tickets have been bought. Property has been reserved. We're going. So I'm very excited for that. That just means that I've got a vacation to plan for, and that's one of the things that I live for. I love planning for travel. It is just so fun. I am not going to go with a minimalist bag though. I know that I've done like travel capsule wardrobes before for efficiency's sake, but this property that we're staying on is really, really beautiful, and I intend on shooting some content, which means that I am bringing some clothes with me. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to be doing some plans, and that trip is actually, it's going to get here quicker than we think because we are headed out on, I think, the 22nd of March. Yes, the 22nd of March. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. I'm so excited for that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for now. I've got to get some things done before we head out for our walk, but I will be sure to bring you along for that. So I'll talk with you guys here in a little while. Yeah. All right, here we are. We're getting our walk in. I was just telling Angie, we were talking about it, about how tired I'm feeling, and just how with personal training when I was doing it, I was so tired those first couple of weeks I didn't want to do it. And even being seasoned in personal training, sometimes I just didn't want to go because I was so tired, so sore, so hot, and you just do it anyway. We're out walking. I'm a little bit breathless because we had a big hill to get up.
It's not that big. Pretty soon you're going to be so used to it. You're going to be like, oh, we already went up the hill?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Exactly.
So,
but
yeah.
Today, with as tired as my legs are, and it's just being a hill, and me not being used to it, it seemed kind of daunting, but here we are. We're going to do 10 minutes out, 10 minutes back, and I didn't even set my timer.
Oops, I didn't either.
That's fine.
I got to grab my watch again.
Okay.
Well, so far we've been walking 6 minutes already.
Oh, wow. I forgot I also have makeup on. And it's very drippy out here. It's not raining, but it's very misty. Let's just say it's a thick mist or a light drizzle.
Thick mist, light drizzle. We're in a cloud.
We're in a cloud, pretty much. But anyway, my battery's about to die. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. And we'll see you later. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Tuesday. It has been a busy day. I got dressed. I made my bed. I got a workout in this morning. I still have to get my second walk in, or the second 20 minutes in for the day. By the way, before I continue on, I do need to make a disclaimer about doing the 30 hard challenge. This is a challenge that I am taking on myself. I am not a nutritionist. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not a physician. I cannot give health advice. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. This is just me as a human walking you through or taking you through this experience with me. Another thing is that if you are triggered by this type of content, I apologize. And maybe this isn't the best week for you to tune into my vlog because it's talking about working out and health and wellness and all of that. There is something a little bit deeper that I've been thinking about that's been on my mind, and that is the use of GLP-1 medications. Now, if you are on a GLP-1, especially if it's working for you, that's awesome. I'm really happy for you. I have considered getting on a GLP-1 myself. I've considered going and talking to my doctor about it, but I just don't. I don't like medications. I don't like being on pills or anything like that or having to rely on a medication for anything. I just feel like big pharma is just a big machine that you can get lost in. I'm not having trouble with my knees. I don't have diabetes or anything like that, thank God. But I have been considering talking to my physician about a GLP-1. But again, I'm just really, really hesitant to get on one because it just feels like too much of an easy fix. It's too much of I don't know, it just feels like it's too good to be true. And I worry about the side effects of the GLP-1 medications and what that would mean for me in the long term. So I have decided that I am doing this 30-day challenge, this 30 hard challenge, because I want to do it naturally. I want to do it on my own. And in order to do it on my own, I need to establish some routines. I feel that I make too many excuses. This is a way for me to stop doing that. And even though a habit doesn't really lock in for 60 days, I'm doing this kind of as a primer for going longer term, because I was talking to Angie about it last night. Right now, I just want to get the routine down. I just want to get locked in on that. And that way I can start adding to it as I see fit. I'm making a couple of slight modifications to 30 Hard. The first thing is the water intake. I felt really sick, and that's when I had drunk 3 liters of water. I felt nauseous. I was really, really tired and achy. And, I told you that I was having back spasms. I just wasn't feeling well. As I was drinking more water and drinking more water, it just didn't get better. And I was like, there is such a thing as having too much water. And so I decided to do a water calculator based on my height, my weight, my age, my activity level. It turns out that the ideal amount of water for me is 2 liters or 81 ounces of water, which 2 of these are 80 ounces. So I've decided that I'm cutting my water back. And yesterday I stayed at just the 2 Stanleys and I felt great. I did not feel sick anymore. I felt much, much better to not have drunk all that water. The water intake is a little tricky and you have to make those adjustments for yourself. You have to listen to your body. You can't just push through, especially when it comes to something like drinking water, because you can overdo that. That can be unhealthy for you. So I've made that modification. And then I think that when you look at the instructions for the 30-day hard, the actual 30-day hard, it says 2 days of active recovery. And that can be walking or that can be something gentle. I'm going to incorporate maybe 1 day of yoga a week on those 2 days of active recovery. They don't have to be outside. I'm the one that said that they had to be outside. So I am modifying that because I do feel like my body needs a day of rest. That much I learned when I was going to all those personal trainers. They all emphasize the need for a day of rest, especially if your body is telling you you need to rest. Right now, my body is telling me that I am very tired, but it hasn't told me that I need to rest. And so I'm listening to my body, but I do know that by the time we get to day 6, my body's going to be all like, girl, you need to chill for a day. So I think that my one of the 2 days of active recovery is going to be something very gentle, something very easy, 20 minutes. I can use my Peloton app to find a good yoga workout and just do some stretching, which I think would be very beneficial. It would be very, very beneficial for me to do that because I don't feel like I stretch enough after my workouts as it is. And so this will help to make me a little bit more limber, which I know my muscles are going to be screaming for that here if they're not already. Those are some of the modifications that I've decided to make to my 30 hard, and it's okay. I'm not beating myself up about it because this is my body and I have to listen to it, and I have to make this something that's going to be the most beneficial for me. The thing of the challenge is just to maintain the habits and the tasks that you set out to complete. The other thing that I forgot to mention yesterday is the book that I am reading. I am reading Manifest. I will show it here in B-roll. I don't have it with me. It's in my bedroom. I'm reading Manifest first. And then as soon as I'm done with Manifest, I got Atomic Habits from Barnes & Noble when I went on Saturday. I've been wanting to read this book. I started listening to it in audiobooks. I felt that this was a book that would be better if I read it. I was enjoying it via audiobooks. It was actually quite interesting, and I was starting to implement some of the things that James Clear talks about. I'm trying to get through Manifest as quick as I can, which actually that's a pretty good book too. If you believe in manifestation, if you believe in creating your life through like your own mindset, it's a good one. It's a good one. I'm enjoying it a lot. So those are the two books that I'm going to be tackling during this 30 hard challenge. That's pretty much it for the moment. Oh no, wait, I did get some PR today and I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to open it with you guys. So let me clip on my microphone so that I'm hands-free and let's have a look-see at this PR. It arrived this morning and I'm like, where did that come from? It's a small package. It's not very big at all. So I'm not sure what this could be, but we shall find out. Oh, how cool is that? Did I order this? Okay, so this is from Revolve. It's the Summer Fridays. Let me grab my glasses. I've got low light here. I cannot read. This is the Lip Butter Balm. Okay, I need this. I'm going to try it. I've got lip balm on right now, but my lips have been so chapped. And even though I've been drinking a lot of water, my lips are still very chapped. This is so exciting. I am really, really grateful for this. Thank you, Revolve. Oh, this is in the shade Birthday Cake. I've heard a lot of really good things about Summer Fridays, so that's why I'm just going to try it right here, right now. It has a little squeezy tube. Ooh. I'm not a fan of these plastic lip thingies, but oh my God, it smells just like cake. I like the fact that this one, I don't know if you can tell, it's got a little bit of a dip in it, so it fits nicely on your lip. And oh my goodness, that tastes just like and smells just like birthday cake. I love cake. I do. I love me some cake. That's really, really nice. I like that a lot. So thank you, Revolve. I am very grateful for that. That was very, very kind of you to send that to me. So I will be sure to have this linked. It has got a very, very pale pink kind of color to it, but I want to say that it's pretty much sheer. But it is really, really nice. It's very, very moisturizing. I can tell already. That's going in my bag because I need to keep my lips moisturized right now. And that way, maybe I can get rid of these chapped lips that I've got going on right now. But anywho, it's going to be kind of a busy week. We're taking care of my sister's puppies. She had to travel for work, and of course, her fiance went with her. So we're taking care of her pups for her, going in and checking in on them and just making sure that they're doing okay. And my aunt is doing okay. And you know, taking care of feeding them and whatnot. That's going to take up a majority of the week, at least in the afternoons. Right now, Angie is over there. I'm going to go ahead and go now. I need to get some things done. I haven't done my hair. It's still, you know, natural. This is my hair natural. It's kind of lifeless and frizzy. I think I'm just going to straighten it because we also have got a hair appointment this week. So I'm going to go get my roots touched up because they are a mess and I need to get a trim on my hair. I also have to get to Walmart. I have a return that's been sitting here forever that I need to get done before it expires. I think that's it. We've got a pretty busy week this week. I just wanted to fill you in on all of that. And then, of course, I've got to do dishes and stuff. So no, you do not have bedhead. You actually look quite normal.
Okay. Well,
Which
that's
I don't know if
normal
that's
for me.
okay. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Car Chats. Oh, my lips are very, very chapped. Hang on a second. By the way, found out how this got sent to me, the Sunday Fridays Butter Bomb. This is a limited edition birthday cake flavor scent that they have. And this was actually sent to me by Revolve and YouTube Shop. So I'm really, really loving it. I think that it is so nice, but it wore off because I had to drink my water.
She probably licked her lips and didn't even realize it because it smells just like birthday cake.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, as far as the smell goes.
Well, I wanted to squeeze the tube into my mouth, but I figured that would be wrong. So.
Yes, that would be very wrong, and it would make you sick.
Probably so.
Yes.
Why are they sending you birthday cake for my birthday?
I think it's Sunday Friday's birthday or something. I don't know. I've got to look into it a little bit more.
And
but
what's a Sunday Friday?
I apologize. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. This is Summer Friday. How embarrassing.
Summer Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is Summer Friday's Butter Lip Balm. And it is in a limited edition birthday cake flavor. I'm guessing it's because it's their birthday. I will have it tagged. It is amazing. And it's going to sell out fast. I know it will because a limited edition scent or flavor like this, and it really, really does smell like birthday cake, which it's like having dessert without having to have dessert. But anyway, my lips are so dry and chapped, and it really has helped. But the chappedness continues because I went on my walk, had water and everything. So a lot of this had worn off by the time I went on my walk, and my lips are dry, and I'm a mouth breather. so my lips get dry.
I needed to know that.
It is so good. I'm very happy with this. Anywho, we are on our way to go take care of the pups. Not sure what we're going to do for dinner. We need to talk about that. I'm probably going to DoorDash something. Do they have a Chipotle around there? Because I'm really craving Chipotle.
I don't know.
Oh my God, I hope they do because I really want Chipotle.
Everyone's supposed to be having foods, fast
Oh
foods.
my God, you're absolutely right. Chipotle is considered fast food, isn't it?
Even though it's a healthier version.
Even though it is a healthier version, I can't have fast food. Never mind. I'm really hungry though. So I'm going to devour something when we get home. I don't know what.
I don't know how to help you. I had a big lunch.
You did? What'd you end up having for lunch?
I don't want to say.
Please tell me. Oh no, did you break the 30 hard? Or the 30 journey or whatever the hell you're calling it?
Maybe.
Oh, somebody.
Okay, so here's the deal though.
Mm.
I am a person who likes Arby's.
Oh my God, so y'all went to Arby's.
We did.
Yes, because my aunt is the only one that likes Arby's.
Her aunt and I are the only two people in the whole family that like Arby's. So we never, ever, ever get it. And I was up taking care of the puppies this morning. And of course, we have been fasting. So finally, it was about 1 o'clock, I think. I was like, I'm starving. I think I'm going to go get some Arby's. Do you want to come? She goes, yes.
Of course, she said yes.
So, in addition to taking care of the puppies, I was taking care of kitties and helping her aunt do some things and everything. So, we went to Arby's and I had a really big lunch thinking we were going to do OMAD. So, I'm not even hungry.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because it was a treat, you know, even though the 30
I get it once
hard
a year.
challenge
Once a
is
year.
no cheat meals, but you know, it's
Once a
okay.
year.
I'm going to overlook it because Angie isn't like fully committed to the 30 hard, and she calls it 30 journey. Why do you call it 30 journey?
Because if it's got hard in the word, that means my mind is going to say, too hard, I'm not doing it. So, and that's just the way that I think. It's like, there's a reason that word hard is in it. And if you keep telling yourself it's hard, then it's going to be hard. So I call it a journey, and it's like, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to try my best. And like I said, if I don't meet all of the requirements every single day, I am not going to beat myself up about it. I grew up beating myself up about a lot of things that I didn't even deserve beating up about. So, yeah, I'm just not going to be that strict about it. That's not to say I'm not going to try.
That's
But
true.
like I
Angie,
said,
actually, I'm very
once a
proud of the
week.
fact that Angie fasted until 1 o'clock because that was, I want to say probably it was a 20-hour fast that you did today.
I was
Because,
losing my mind.
yeah, because we stopped or you stopped consuming, I want to say at around 6 or 6:30 because I saw you drinking that soda yesterday after you had our Valentine's candy.
Yeah, and honestly though, it took me 3 hours to drink that soda. So
Oh, was
yeah,
that like, when did you finish it?
7:45.
Oh, okay. So Angie, let's just say 7:30, 7:30 to 7:30, that's 12. And then 5 is,
It's about 18 hours.
yeah.
So, which is okay because I don't know. Riley goes, "You gonna do the 24-hour fast with me?" And I'm like, let me see if I can make 17 hours.
Yeah, that's true. I gave Angie a pass on
So
the 24-hour pass, on the 24-hour fast because she doesn't fast that much and you can't just jump into 24-hour. You kind of have to be acclimated to it. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to do 24 hours because the longest that I have gotten, and that was only because I was suffering from a lot of anxiety because that was back when our cat Marshall was very sick and I wasn't eating because I was worried. And so I went 22 hours without eating, but the anxiety made the not eating very easy, because I just didn't have an appetite because anxiety was just completely consuming me.
that's not to say you should be worried about everything just so you won't eat.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't the healthiest way of doing a long fast, but so that's the closest I've ever gotten, and I don't have any anxiety right now. So it's going to be kind of tough to do 24 hours. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try my very best. I'm very proud of Angie though because she is trying to fast. She is doing a lot of walking. She walked the dogs this morning, and that's more than a 20-minute walk, and she's maybe going to walk them this evening. I'm not sure.
If I can get there before it gets dark, yeah.
I'm showing a little bit of grace. It's okay if she had Arby's because she had a long fast. She was very hungry. She had expended a lot of energy.
And I get Arby's about once a year.
Yeah, she only gets Arby's very infrequently. So, okay. But as for me, I'm not sure what the hell I'm going to eat then. I'm going to have to fend for myself when we get home.
Have breakfast for dinner.
That is true. I just didn't want to eat that late, and I know we're not going to get home until 7:30.
That's true.
Because we got off to a late start. So I don't know. I may see what DoorDash can deliver to the house, and I'll just have to. No, I can't. It's fast food. Oh, I have to see what my sister has then. What kind of food they've got that I might be able to steal. So anyway, yeah, car chat. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Okay, talk to you later, guys. Hello, dear friends. Welcome to another day here on the vlog. It is Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. It is just a little bit after noon. So we're at 12:04. I have gotten off to a bit of a slow start today. As you saw in the opening here, I made some bread, so at least I got that done. I also did the dishes. I think I included that as well. I have gotten my workout in. I did take my progress photo for the 30-day hard, but I have not done much anything else. I am moving a little bit slowly today. I am having some kind of a gut flare up, and I'm not sure where or how it started. I'm guessing that it was after I had really high protein meal, and because I think that's when I started to feel the pressure in my lower belly around then, or after, that afternoon. I thought it was soreness. I thought I was just sore from the walking and the biking and all of that, but no, turns out that it was a gut flare up. I don't want to say IBS flare up because I've not been formally diagnosed with IBS. They did tell me I have diverticulitis. This was not a diverticulitis flare up. This is a lower gut flare up. So I think I have a little bit of irritable bowel syndrome. It really came to a head last night. I had some Chipotle. I gave in because I was just so hungry. And so I figured, Chipotle is one of the healthier options for fast food. It's probably the healthiest option for fast food. So I went ahead and I gave in and I ordered a really great bowl. And it was fantastic. It tasted so good. I just enjoyed it thoroughly. I think that was the thing that kind of pushed things over the edge because it'd been kind of teetering on the edge, and the Chipotle just pushed it over the edge. And I started to feel pretty bad after that. And then throughout the night, oh my gosh, I was suffering. Lots of cramping, lots of pain. And then this morning, woke up really tired. I was still hurting a little bit, but I looked it up. I did a Google search. Can I work out with, bad gut, IBS? That's what I looked up. They were like, yes, moderate exercise is actually encouraged. And so I went ahead and got on the bike. I did my workout this morning. And I've been drinking my water. I took my vitamins. I took my probiotic from Ritual, which I forgot to take it for the last couple of days. So if I had been taking it, I think that might have helped things. And then now I had my breakfast finally because I was really, really hungry, even though my lower belly it doesn't hurt anymore. It's not cramping, but it's really, really sore, like on the inside kind of sore. So I have to eat soft foods for a couple of days to help it recuperate. And I'm hoping that I can feel better by tomorrow because I had invited my aunt out to dinner at this particular pub that's near where she lives. And she orders a salad from there that looks so fantastic. And I was like, I want to try that salad. So I'm really hoping that I can make myself feel better by then. I'm helping things along with some turmeric tea. It will help, hopefully, with the inflammation. And so I've been enjoying it. I made it really sweet. I put a good amount of honey in there. I'm not mad at it because honey is also good for the digestive system. And so I'm drinking my turmeric tea and I am enjoying it thoroughly. It is delicious. I decided to have this instead of coffee. We were going to do tea time with Angie today, but we decided to postpone that for maybe later in the week because we've got this obligation to go, to my aunt's house. So we will be doing tea time. It's just going to be a little bit later on in the vlog. That's where I am this morning. I've got to put some makeup on. I've got to get my energy up. I've got to record a video. I also have got to get my walk in before we go to my aunt's house. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up my turmeric tea. I'm going to get myself dressed, get things recorded, and I will check in with you guys again when we are probably on our way out to the mountains to go and see my aunt. So I'll talk with you then. Hi there, everybody. We're on our way to round two, or Angie's round two. I act like I'm going both times. I'm not. I just go in the afternoons, except tomorrow I will be going in the morning because we have got hair appointments right after that, right after we're done taking care of the pups and the auntie. I don't know how long it's going to take, but then I want to go to the mall because I have got to get myself some proper walking shoes. I've been using my Time and True sneakers from Walmart, and they're not going to cut it. I'm going to get myself some New Balance 327s. I figure they're going to be fashionable and functional, at least by the reviews that I've read and other people that I've seen. And I'm a little bit like, about them because they're such a departure from my aesthetic, but I am going to use them for function more than fashion because I need some good walking shoes. And the reviews say that those shoes are amazing. I'm not sure when I'm going to walk tomorrow because we've got such a busy day. I guess I may be going with you with the pups at least for 20 minutes. I have no idea. I've never walked a dog in my life. I'm a cat person through and through, but I do love those pups. They are adorable. And anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go to the mall. That's my plan anyway. We shall see. Yeah, I was just wanting to hop in and say, hey, we're having a car chat. Here's Angie again. You guys get to see her. I've already briefed her on the fact that tea time with Angie is not happening until the second half of the week. So Friday likely is going to be the day.
Yeah, it's going to be my celebration tea because I won't have to be going to walk puppies.
My gut has been up and down all day long. I did go for my walk. Angie joined me, and that was nice. I was glad that you decided to join me. I am sticking to the rules, and I'm trying my best. You know, I mean, Chipotle, it was fast food, but I was really hungry, and it was all that was available to me that was going to let me eat at a time that was reasonable, you know, for fasting. I saw it as a necessary evil. Tomorrow is going to be a bit of a challenge as far as 30 hard because I need to figure out when I'm going to work out and when I'm going to walk. But that's the whole purpose for this challenge, is to have you face circumstances that would normally stop you from doing what you said you were going to do. If you're doing it by the letter, you have to figure it out. All right. Well, anyway, that's all. That's all I wanted to chat about. I'm going to go ahead and go now because I'm wanting to focus on what's happening on the road, even though I'm not driving. Hello, my loves, and welcome to another day. Yesterday was a whirlwind of activity, and I didn't get a whole lot of vlogging in just because it was just running from one place to the next. And I apologize that I didn't bring you along. It's just that this whole week has just been whack as far as scheduling is concerned. I'm upset because I don't have a video for today to post on my YouTube channel today, which is Friday. Normally I try and post on Fridays, and I was doing really well. And now I don't have a video to post because I didn't have time to edit because yesterday I was busy running around back and forth in between my sister's house and hair, and then we came back home. I did a quick workout and then back to my sister's house and out to dinner all night. And yeah. But I'm happy that it's Friday. I'm feeling much better in my gut. I am in the middle of a 24-hour fast. I am actually over the hump, way over the hump. I am now at, let's see, it is 2:00, about 4.5 hours away from eating. So what, 19.5 hours that I've been going, and I don't feel bad. I've actually done my workout for the day. I have done a lot as far as, like, you know, some admin work and things like that. I put some makeup on. We still have to do tea time with Angie. So there's still a lot to do here, but today is the last day of the vlog. So I will be closing it out probably after tea time. I do have something that I would like to talk with you about, the 30-day hard end of week wrap up. It has been an interesting time only because I have learned a few things so far. The first thing is that the 30 hard challenge is hard, but not because it is physically taxing, although at first it was. I've finally gotten to the point where the workouts don't bother me as much, and I honestly feel that the workouts were really hard in the beginning because I was getting sick from, you know, my lower gut flare up. That's, I think, what made it really hard at first, because now I'm feeling a lot more comfortable in the, you know, having to work out and things like that. As far as like the activity level, what I have learned is that when you don't have a set routine, it is very much an inconvenience to have to do these things on your task list. And this week maybe wasn't the best week to start this challenge because we had other obligations that were going to disrupt my day. It was just really annoying. It wasn't hard. It was annoying at the fact that I have to get in a workout and then I have to find time for the walk and then find time to get over to my sister's house and then the 30 minutes coming back and oh my gosh, when are we going to eat? And then the gut issues. And it was just It was a rough first week of the challenge, but I am happy to say that I have stuck with it. I have stuck with it. I have done all the walks, I have done all the workouts, I have done all of the pictures and the reading and the water and all of that. And it has been a good experience so far because I am feeling really good. I am getting on the bike, and like I said, it's not an issue anymore. I mean, it's not hard. It's just a little bit of an inconvenience still because I'm not quite in routine yet. This morning I had to go and do a return at Walmart. I don't think my routine will slip in until next week, but that's fine. That's fine. I managed to persevere regardless. I guess the top lesson that I've learned is it's important to set up a routine for yourself. Find a time that you're going to be doing these things on the regular and stick to that because it's just going to make it a lot easier to work everything else around it. The other thing that I've learned is that you can do this even when you don't feel well. I was not feeling well at all throughout this week. From the get-go, I pushed through and I made sure that I stuck to everything I said I was going to do, despite the fact that I didn't really feel like it because I was in a fairish amount of pain at some points. That is a good lesson to have. That is something that I am going to hold on to because I mean that was the purpose of this type of challenge, is to push through what you committed to doing and don't allow circumstances to derail you. And that's exactly what I did. Now I'm doing this 24-hour fast, which is the first one I've ever done in my life. I've been wanting to do one for a long time and I'm finally getting there. So yay for that. I am so happy that I am doing this. I am a bit hungry, but I'm not so hungry that I'm distracted or anything like that. And then I'm excited also because I'm rewarding my 24-hour fast with a no fasting day. So tomorrow is going to be a no fasting day. It's called the feasting day. I'm going to get up and I'm going to have a cup of coffee because I haven't had coffee in a couple of days. Can you believe it? So tomorrow I'm going to wake up. I'm going to make myself a lovely cup of French roast coffee. I'm going to enjoy my morning as much as possible. But of course, we have to go out and meet the family for breakfast. And then my aunt is coming over tomorrow. The reason that she's coming over is to hang out with the cats because she's going to be responsible, I think, for taking care of them while we're gone. She wants them to get used to her, which that's fine. I get it. And then, of course, we're going to have Sunday dinner with the families. But Monday, hopefully, will be the day of respite and I will get to just relax. Oh, my stomach is grumbling. I'm starting to get really, really hungry. I need to drink more water. That's probably a part of the issue. A lot of the times when we feel hunger, it's because we're dehydrated and I still have a lot of my first Stanley Cup here. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot to talk to you about my hair. I got my hair done yesterday and I'm so happy with it. I'm so very happy with it. Okay. I do balayage on my hair and I wanted warm, reddish toned low lights almost, I guess is what you would call them, or just the variation in tone. The balayage had gotten really kind of orangey and brassy and I was so not happy with it. I just felt that it just made my hair look dry. It wasn't the color that I wanted in my hair. It wasn't the tone that I wanted for the balayage. And so I asked my stylist to tone it and we talked about it and definitely wanted to do warmth. I wanted to bring shine to my hair. I wanted to make them a bit more red, not so much orange. And then of course got the root touch up. We did a little bit of what she call it, a dusting of the hair. I don't cut a whole lot of length off because I'm still trying to grow it out and I'm there. I think I'm pretty much there. I think that we have hit the length that I wanted for my hair. And so I think from this point on, when I go see her, it's going to be maintenance. I like the length of the bangs too. We finally got rid of that weird mushroom layer that I had. I called it mushroom head because it would curl this way. I did a butterfly cut and I did it when my hair was too short for the butterfly. I think now if I were to do the butterfly cut, it would look really, really good. But I'm not willing to let go of my long layers just yet. I might do that maybe later this year. I love to play with my hair and sometimes I end up regretting what I do. That was my hair appointment and I walked away a very happy camper. I think that's it for now. I am going to go. I'm going to rest for a little bit actually and then I think we're going to go take our walk. Angie did express a desire to join me and then we're going to do tea time with Angie. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a little while. For you, it's just going to be a second. We just got in from our walk and boy, I felt good, but at the same time, I am so hungry. I'm so hungry. It is 5:08. So I've got another hour and a half to go. I'm going to go and torture myself by preparing dinner. I think that I'm going to break my fast with a hodgepodge of things because you have to kind of be gentle with your stomach. And they want, the guidance is that you should have something fermented. Well, if I had kimchi, I would eat that, but I have no kimchi right now. I need to get myself some. But I also am going to be doing some sourdough crackers because those are fermented. I don't know if the fermentation is still there as in cracker form, but I'm doing sourdough crackers. I've got a half of an avocado waiting for me, and I'm going to do some hard boiled eggs, and I'm going to make some of my garlic buttermilk dressing because that's going to taste really good on those eggs. So, yeah, I'm having little fantasies about what I'm going to be having for dinner. I might also throw some olives in there because they're really good fat as well. Although, well, I'm actually doing a good fat with the avocado, so I don't think I need olives, but definitely going to be doing the eggs for some protein. It is time to relax for the night.
Hi, everybody. It's tea time with Angie. I am so happy to see you all. I really do enjoy this little time with you guys. Today we're having Fortnum Mason. As you can hear, I've got the water boiling already or going already. Fortnum Mason, elderflower, strawberry, and rose. This is one of my favorite flavors. The scent is very floral, and it's got a sweetness to it. I don't know, almost like an appley, but I don't think there's apple in it. Here, you guys want to smell? But yeah, it's one of my favorites. The flavor is, I want to say robust and soft at the same time because it's not hit your head, hit you over the head with flavor, but it is a nice, good flavor to it. Some teas tend to be just a little too soft for me, but sometimes that's what you want, like the oolong rose. Oh my gosh, that one's heavenly. But this one's a little more robust than that.
Is it caffeinated?
This one is not caffeinated, I don't believe. No, I didn't see anything about caffeine. And I'm just guessing because it's a floral and fruit kind of tea. But here we go. We're going to pour it and let it steep for about 3 to 5 minutes.
I'm fading fast.
You are. Okay. I have to give, I don't know, accolades to Raleigh because she has been doing this 30-day hard thing. I hate calling it hard. To me, it's 30-day journey. She's been doing this 30-day hard pretty much to the T. I mean, she has been doing all the things. I think we need to work on, I don't even know if that's part of it, going to bed early and getting up. I think that's the one thing they need to add to that 30 hard thing is make sure you set an earlier bedtime and go to bed by that time and then get up at a certain time every single day. Because me being in business for myself, it's hard for me to stick to that schedule just because I'm like, whatever. I find that when I get up at 5:30 in the morning, I get a lot done. When I don't get up quite that early, it's hard for me to get started. So I kind of think they should add that to the whole 30 hard thing.
I think you can add your other goals to it if you want to. I mean, it has that kind of flexibility because people have done things like that, prioritize sleep, or they've added little things.
Okay.
They can set their own little personal goals.
Well, if they're going to make it hard, they should do it right. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it should be written into the requirements. I agree with you on that
one. But again, for me, it's about the journey of getting into habits of doing certain things. I've been walking every day with Raleigh. Raleigh's been doing the walking and the working out. I've been working out too, but I've not been as strict. You're like, okay, well, this is when I usually work out, but I can't do that today, so this is when I'm working out. And she's been really good about making sure she gets that workout in. My workouts have not been as difficult. So I'm really, really proud of Raleigh. And I should follow her lead, but
yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
I have been having my back issues, but I do know that if I actually go do some core exercises, those issues will resolve. Right now, I'm in the mindset of cleaning my room and getting things done, and that's what this whole 30-day thing is about, though. Letting stuff go and going and doing things to take care of yourself so that you have more energy, more mindset, more everything to go and do those things you need to do. So I have not been as strict about it, but Raleigh has been really, really strict with herself, and she's been doing great, and I'm so very proud of her.
Aw, thank you.
It's only been like 6 days, and
Yeah.
I can already tell a difference in her.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I am 1 hour away from being able to eat, so.
She's doing a 24-hour fast today.
And I'm fading fast.
Yeah, well, you can be all right.
Yep.
You can do it. You can do it.
I can do it. I can do
I've
it.
gone as far as 18 hours, but yeah, that's hard for me. I get loopy. I do.
It takes conditioning.
Yeah.
You have to get used to it.
I do not do those kinds of fasts if I know that I have to go somewhere and be driving or anything. Fasting is not recommended if you have to drive.
Well, it is if you're used to it.
It is if you're
because
used to
it
it,
actually
but you're not.
it actually gives you mental sharpness.
It does, but if you're not used to it, at first you just kind of get, oh, what's going on? You know, it's kind of, you just have no focus for a little while.
Yeah.
But then something happens, it goes, and all of a sudden you see everything. You see all the molecules in the air. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
She's just making up stories.
Yeah, making up stories.
But you do get a lot more mental focus, or you do get mental focus during that time. Yeah. So, are you about to drink your tea?
I think so. I think.
Did you give it a stir?
No.
Do you need to give it a stir?
I'm bouncing the bag. Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh,
and there's Doug.
Hi, Doug. Hi, Boss.
Oh, hi, sweet boy.
Joining us for tea today.
Are you doing it? Yeah. You silly boy. Oh, are you going in for hugs?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, where's my hugs?
Yeah. Where's my food?
Yeah. You want to drink? What do you think?
Not my cup of tea.
It's got a nice bouquet. I have to blow on it. It's a little too hot for me.
Sorry, I gotta focus on Doug giving you belly hugs.
You're silly. You're silly. So it's got a nice floral bouquet, and I have to say you smell the fruit more than the flowers, but you can definitely taste the rose in it. The elderflower, I'm not sure what elderflower tastes like, so I'm probably tasting it. I just don't know it. But it is good. This is one of my favorite teas.
Hi,
We've
sweetie.
been drinking this for,
Hi.
I don't know, at least a couple of years. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get an extreme close-up. You want to get in on this, Mr. Doug? So for our fam, let's do a cat emoji.
Yes.
All right, give us a cat emoji if you've been here to the very end in honor of Doug. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful week next week, and we will see you again next week.
Absolutely. And hopefully we have some more interesting things to talk about.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Say bye, Doug. Bye. Bye, guys.